What's up, everybody? I am Joseph R. Wheeler III, the artist, the founder, and the president of the ONYXCON Foundation. And today, I want to talk to y'all about legacy. Something that you have to understand is yours to define. I'll say that again. Legacy is something that is yours to define. Only you can truly keep record and tell your story. And only trust your records and your history and your story and your legacy to those who truly show you that they respect you, that they are paying attention to the greatness of your story, and want to make sure you are forever acknowledged. Let's get into it. This is the IGFA World Record Game Fish's official annual book. Again, comes out annually every year. It's a really thick volume, and it's considered, as the IGFA is considered, the International Game Fish Association is considered the world authority on all game fishing. Now, let me say before we go into this too deep, I personally don't label fish as game. I don't label the act of fishing as sport per se. Hear my words and do not misconstrue them. The sport of fishing, for me, only exists between human beings who keep, that's it, that word right there. That's what makes it human. Human beings competing based on records. I caught a fish this size, you caught a fish that size, my fish is bigger than yours. That's what all that is about. That's what this whole book and this whole organization is built on, quite frankly. The concept of people who want to be able to say, I caught a big fish and I did it with this method versus that method, and therefore my fish is a record fish. And there's the game. Because I always say the fish are fighting for their life. The tug is the drug for these fish that we love. But ONYXCON Fishing Tournament, which is my organization's dedication to the art of fishing, approaches it a little bit different. Because we fish for the thrill and for the meal. I'll say that again, we fish for the thrill and for the meal. Some fish we don't eat, some fish we do. This fish that I'm about to show y'all and specify here, bowfin, Amia calva. I've never ate one, I have no desire to. They're not known for their flesh, even though I've seen a video of a guy preparing one and made it look like a delicacy. So I'm not saying I would never, absolutely ever eat one, but it's not on my highest list of things to eat. That's not a diss to the fish. And let me say something else. We do not use the term trash fish. There's no such thing as a trash fish in the ONYXCON annals. ONYXCON Fishing Tournament, we don't call fish trash. There's no such thing as a trash fish. We ain't dealing with that, okay? That's my record, and I'm about to prove it. I wrote it in on this page. Why? Because look here. My name is Joseph R. Wheeler III. And you might say, what do you mean you have a record? Oh, I'm gonna show you. This whole video is about having receipts. As you can see, the world record for all tackle, is a 9.75 kilogram, which is 21 pound, 8 ounce. Man, when I tell you that is a huge bowfin, I would love to see what that looks like. That was caught in South Carolina, Forest Lake, and it was caught in 1980. Keep that year in mind. It's gonna be very important when I make my point. Ultimate points. I got a lot of points. Whew, a lot of points. Let me flip the camera a long way so I can show y'all this stuff easily. So my point is, if you go down the list of everybody who ever caught this fish that is acknowledged by the International Game Fish Association, you don't see my name. That's crazy. Because in 1988, guess who caught a world-class bowfin? A 13-year-old version of yours truly, named Joseph R. Wheeler III. And here, hold on, before we get really raw about it, this is the latest edition of the 2025 International Game Fish Record Game Fishes. Oh my gosh, wow. Beautiful artwork always. Shout out to whoever the artist is on these covers. They always have some really fly covers. That's the one thing I do love about the organization. They at least showcase great art. And I'm an artist, so I'm all about the arts. And I love to see beautiful artwork, wildlife artwork, and this is definitely that. Shout out to the artist. That's a beautiful, beautiful cover. Another great accomplishment. Like always, like I said, they always got beautiful artwork on the covers. Always. And my dad is a member of the organization. He's been off and on with membership over the years. He got another one recently, and so he had the new book. So I said, yeah, let me borrow that, because I want to see again what I already know. They did not put me in there, did they? He's like, nah, they ain't followed up yet. So what we mean by that is, you look here, in the 2025, that record still hasn't been beaten for the all tackle, still standing from 1980. You go here, you look down, all these beautiful, amazing size of fish, and all these great folks that caught fish. Boy, Emily was killing it. Emily got multiple records. Shout out Emily. You know what I mean? All these folk up in here doing their damn thing. You know what I mean? Richard got a bunch of them. You know what I mean? I see you, but I don't see me. So we got a problem, IFGA. Yeah, IGFA, we got a problem.
You leave me no choice but to declare you excommunicado.
We got a problem. You know why? Because here's what I'm getting at the whole time. Ladies and gentlemen, Exhibit A. Let's flip the camera again so you can get it real good. And let me go in, make sure the glare of my light don't mess up what you're seeing so you can know that this is official. You see those stamps of fish on it? If you ever seen one of these, you know it's authentic. You know it's real. And to put it in perspective, as someone who's in the film biz, who is a SAG-eligible actor, okay? In the world of fishing, this is supposed to be considered like having a damn Oscar. That's right. A 13-year-old me won an Oscar for fishing, so to speak. Oh, hold on, let me show y'all the gold seal so you can know it's real. You know what I mean? Do you see it? Do you see it? That's the International Game Fish Association official seal. And there's the president at the time, not even knowing that this is the same president now, that signed it. My. Executive committee member, all that. LaGrange, Georgia, West Point Lake, species bowfin, 5.17 kilogram, which is 11 pounds, 6 ounces, caught on April 16th, 1988. I was 13 years old, family trip. I pulled it in all by myself. My dad, my mom, and my sister having a stone cold fit on the boat. We celebrating, we having a great time. I'm gonna tell you something. That moment of celebrating that I still remember, that's the real this. That's the real this. Nothing will ever replace that moment, okay? But I will say that this here is just an example, framed, okay? It's forever in the annals of ONYXCON, forever in the annals of the outdoor experience, my dad's organization, which is a philosophy that we carry with ONYXCON Fishing Tournament. This is it. This is the young generation always talking about you got receipts. Shawty, it don't get no bigger. This is the biggest glaring receipt. You see, it says first place in that weight class for that line, the pound of line that I caught it on, and all of that. This is it. It gets no better than what I did, when I did it, how I did it. You understand? Okay. That needs to all be very well understood. All right? 11 pounds, 6 ounces. Yeah. And it's not in the record book. It's not in the record book. Well, I hate to have to go there, but this is why folks stay frustrated in this American society. When you look at the Board of Trustees and you look through the advertising and the type of cultural nuances that are being celebrated, the type of imagery that is only associated with the art of fishing, and with the attitude that there's an elitism. Even when you're all over the world, in everybody's waters, catching everything. Okay. But there's this elitism that I've always had a big problem with, because I'm a humanist for humans who can appreciate that we are one big human family. But there are people who literally, straight up, make everything a competition about them somehow seeming more dominant than other groups. Oh, wow, found one. There he is, Mr. Ansel Saunders. Please take note, because guess what? You're not gonna see another. There's been other legendary anglers, okay? My dad included, who deserve to be in here as honorary and all that good stuff. But you know, it's okay. They do what they do, we do what we do. And what I've come to realize the older I get is I'm not wasting any time, any resources, or any second of my life chasing someone else's accolades when I can build my own. I'll say that again. We build our own. And we build it for people who have a like-minded consciousness about it. Meaning, I don't care who you are. As people say, when they say about the diversity and meaning, okay, I like this pic. I like to see somebody other, all right? Wow, how hard is it? Oh my gosh, how hard is it? That's an advertisement, of course. That's for some fishermen in Colombia. Shout out to Brazil, actually. Brazil. I knew it had to be either or with the tucunare. And that right there, baby, the vampire fish. All these are on my list of gotta get them. Gotta go get one. Gotta feel that on the line. Gotta do that thing like that. So, you know, you see it time and time again. The level of lack of representation, and on purpose, quite frankly, because you can't tell me it's not on purpose when I showed you two, and I showed you this. You can't say it's not on purpose. By the way, my dad reached out to them formally with an email during the time of the night. It was either 2019, 2020, somewhere in there. During the time of what we know was all going on and everything. Oh, here we go. Look at the board. Not a thing has changed in 5 years. Oh, not a thing is gonna change either, probably. You know, it is what it is. Accept it for what it is. It is what it is. I ain't got no problem. You do you, I'm gonna do me. And we ain't gonna do it like y'all. We gonna love on everybody that love on us. You understand? Did you hear me? I said we're gonna love on everybody who love on us. We're gonna respect everybody who respects us. We're gonna celebrate everybody who celebrates us. Because obviously y'all got a different agenda. I mean, really do. Woo, wow. Okay, so, you know, it is what it is. But I was saying, my dad sent an email to him. And brought up all the details that we have to make it the point that we do have a record. You know, it's a family legacy here. We just want it preserved as it already is. We just want it continuously acknowledged. Can we get that straight? And whoever the gentleman was who responded said, oh, you know, because of what's going on, as everybody used the excuse back then. Those are beautiful, these carvings. I love those. You know, we're just so backed up, and you know, there's nobody here except for me right now. But as soon as I can, I'm gonna check into some stuff because some lame excuse about the records not being kept right. Wait a minute, whoa. You're the IGFA. How is it possible that your records are not kept properly and you call yourself the authority of what is the record of human interaction with the biggest, baddest, coolest fish in the world? You made that you made that declaration. We didn't. We anglers out here who send in our line and take our time to go get a scientist like my dad did, had a lady, I'll never forget, we went to Morehouse College, which is his alma mater, and there was a lady who worked in the science lab. She was a biologist, and we had the fish frozen, and she deducted, you know, because of the freezing and all of that, what the weight would be, got the official weight, all of that. We used all of that to prove everything and send it in according to the standards of what you say is your standard, right? And, oh my gosh. Shout out to the Dorado, another fish I gotta catch. Yes. You already know what, but you know, they came back and they obviously were respectful of what we have sent in, couldn't deny it. And at the time in 1988, the proof is in the pudding, baby. The proof is in the pudding. But to go further, you think we gonna forget? Maybe they've forgotten by now. We can take them out. We don't have to have that record in there. I mean, what other reason can you say for something? I mean, I don't even know if they had this same type of book back in '88 because we don't have a book like this. But I'm pretty sure they did actually, because I do remember black and white, less pictures, way less sophisticated books that my dad had from them. So yeah, I think they even had the books. So again, I'm pretty sure I was in the book back then. So why not now? Why so many years, not even that many years later? And don't let me mess around and break the world record in this. You ain't gonna have to worry about it being in this book. We're gonna have our own book. You hear what I said? We got our own book. We got our own thing. Shout out to the long-nosed garp, one of my all-time favorite fish of all time. Universe blessed. Yeah, y'all, we're gonna do what we're gonna do. I'm coming for you, baby. Love you. All right, y'all, we're gonna do what we're gonna do. We're gonna do what we're gonna do. So if you like what I'm talking about, and you can acknowledge greatness, and you're not in denial about anybody's greatness, and you're cool with celebrating everybody's greatness. That's a beautiful fish. I love barracuda. I would love, man, if I ever broke that, I would lose my mind. I didn't even know they got that big. I had to look back through the book and remember they can get that big. 87 pounds? Woo! Do you know what that looks like? Do you know how many grown men it takes to hold that fish? The strength of a barracuda when they get mad. Talking about getting crunk. Yeah, y'all. Yeah. Hey, if you're all for the cultures, because there is no one culture to anything, and we are one. No matter what they do, we are one. And that's the way it is. Go ahead and join ONYXCON Fishing Tournament. Details in the bio. Respect, y'all. It's demanded because it's already established. Legacy.